Big
Hey y'all,
Bad
my name is John Mitchell. I'm a certified financial coach. The purpose of this video and this YouTube channel is to teach you how to master the personal finance basics. In today's video, we're going to be discussing why you should pay off your mortgage early. From mud huts to log cabins and even mega mansions, people for thousands of years have been looking for ways to live comfortably at home. From these homes, people have started families, built equity and raised their net worth, and even started multi-billion-dollar companies. Now, how does someone buy one of these wonderful investment opportunities? Well, use a mortgage, of course. In just 15 years, no, wait, that doesn't sound right. In 30 years, oh wait, actually in 50 years, you could own the home of your dreams. But is really using a mortgage of 15, 30, or even 50 years really worth it to buy your house? Let's dive on in on what could happen if we paid off these mortgages early from when we start buying them. All right, so as we get started here, we're going to need a couple common numbers, to isolate a couple variables so we can do some proper analysis. So first, I'm pulling all our numbers today from the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. This is the Fed. When everyone talks about the Fed on the news, this is the Fed. This is their main website. So that's the numbers I'm pulling from for today. And you can see this is some more information on who the Fed is, which is the Fed website. And again, I'll have that all linked in the description too, so you all can check that out for yourselves. So if we jump into the Fed's median sales price as of today, the median as of Q2, so that would be ending in June this year, will be $410,800. That's just the median home price I'm going to use for today. And then if we jump over to the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, the average interest rate here is 6.26%. I'm going to keep this interest rate for all the different years, but disclaimer, depending on the or how fast you pay off your mortgage, whether it be 15, 30, or 50, the interest rates will change. But I just wanted to give an idea of what we're doing with this, so that's what we're talking about that. Also, last note on this page, and then we'll get into the charts, amortization schedules. Is just a quick note. I think it's very intriguing that if we look in 1981, interest rates were at 18.39%. So while everyone complains about how unaffording housing is, I'm not just saying it is or isn't. I'm just saying look at interest rates not too long ago. In the 80s, they were at 18%. The 90s were in the 9% area, all the way down to, we got to 6 towards the end of the 90s, but then popped up again to 8 in 2000. So I just want to point that out. There are multiple factors that go into a housing price, not just the price itself, but also, into the mortgage payment. It's not just the price of the house, it's also the interest rate as well. So, rant complete. If you have not already, like and subscribe to this video, as it helps me see what content you all like and want to see in the future. So yeah, the interest rate we're going to be using is the 6.26% for today's calculations. If we jump to what a 15-year mortgage would be, with the loan amount of $410,800 over 15 years at 6.26%, the monthly payment would be $3,524. Which is high. That's incredibly high, of course. But again, the point here is that you're trying to pay this home down as fast as possible. Over that time, we're going to look at this first one here. So our total of 180 monthly payments is $634. So that's how much you've really paid for this house. So for a house that was supposed to cost you $410,000, you've actually paid by the end of the house $634,000. We got that. All right. With a total amount of interest of $232,000 as well. You can see that this has the annual amortization schedule here. It's the annual schedule, and then monthly. If you wanted to click on monthly, you could do that. I'm just going to show you the annuals to keep it simple for today, but it'll show you all that breakdown there on this chart. I'll have this calculator.net also linked in the description as well. If we jump over to the 30-year mortgage, again with the $410,000, the 6.26%. Our monthly payment is $2,532, with our total end of life of loan payment of $911,000, just shy of $1 million, with interest being $500,000. So as you can see here, with a 30-year loan, you're probably close to doubling. Of course, depending on the interest rate, you're probably close to doubling the amount you actually would have paid for the home had you just bought it in cash. Again, on the left side here of the amortization schedule is the annual breakouts. Again, if you want the monthly one, it's just right here where it says monthly schedule, and you can review that as well. And then last but not least, 50-year. So this is the hardest one because interest rates do fluctuate depending on the term. So the one I use for the 15 years is not necessarily accurate, but I wanted to just keep the variables the same to kind of prove the point here. Obviously, the longer you take to pay something, the lower this monthly payment's gone. As you can see on this first one, at the 15-year, you're probably around the $3,500 for this median home price. At the 30-year, you're at $2,500, so we dropped $1,000 off that monthly payment. And then for the 50-year, you dropped just under $300, looks closer to $250 off of that monthly payment. So it's some people's solution to solving the housing affordability crisis. And I mean, at the surface of it, if it's decreasing your monthly payment toward that expense, it theoretically makes sense. But I mean, the big catch here is your total amount of payment over 50 years would be $1.3 million for a $410,000 house. Something to think about. So you're paying just over $900,000 in interest for your $410,000 house. Again, we have the annual schedule for total interest and principal paid every single year. And as you can see, in year one, you're paying just over or almost $25,600 in interest, and you're paying $1,200 in principal. So again, the longer you have these loans, the less principal you pay at the beginning and the more interest you pay. And then of course, by the end, your principal payment will be $26,000 in year 50, which is cool, but it took you 50 years to get there. So what did we learn today? We learned that the faster you pay off your home, the less interest you have to pay, which will potentially save you tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of paying off your house. We also learned that the sooner you pay off your house, the sooner you free up your income in your budget so that you can either save for the next investment project or next investment house, or put more towards your retirement. I hope you enjoyed today's video on discussing paying off your house early. If you'd like to see me do a video on the opposite, on why you shouldn't pay off your house early, leave a comment and a like down below and I'll do it for you. If you're looking for a financial coach to help you prioritize paying off your home early in your budget, sign up for a free appointment today and we can discuss doing all those things. The link for my appointment calendar is in the description and in the comment section down below. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see y'all in the next video.